I'm Victoria Zeal.
And I'm Nancy Youssef. Volunteers are lining the streets of Harrisburg, Illinois, cleaning up yards and debris left behind by last week's tornado.
That's right, Nancy. The damage left behind shows how Mother Nature has no limits on what it can produce. Newswatch's Casey Berry spent the day in Harrisburg talking to residents who are trying to get back on their feet. Good evening, Casey.
Good evening, Nancy and Victoria. Now, believe it or not, this pile of debris used to be part of someone's home. Now, litter still scatters this community of about 9,000 people, so the help of volunteers is vital.
It all looks the same. Devastation and destruction is devastation and destruction.
Days have passed since an EF4 tornado tore through the southern Illinois community of Harrisburg. The days will turn into years in the cleanup process. The memory of that morning will also be forever on the minds of residents.
Got a call from a relative that lives on the other side of town that woke us up and told us it was coming, and we took shelter in our hallway, which was fortunately stood the test.
While Phelan's home wasn't directly hit, others weren't so lucky. So many homes and businesses damaged. The destruction is what called volunteer Larry Stanton into action.
The devastation, property damage, but we think about the people in the homes, the people that survived, the people that lost their lives, all the emotions that the people here in Harrisburg are dealing with.
Stanton and his group of volunteers from the American Baptist Men Disaster Relief spent days in Harrisburg cutting down trees and cleaning up yards.
Are pretty amazing. One side of the street's completely destroyed, and the other side of the street, there's no damage.
Stay put in a small, close-knit community that has a lot of hope and a lot of healing yet to do.
I think we'll get back to normal eventually, and life will go on.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency is in southern Illinois to begin assessing the damage. FEMA spokeswoman Hanna Vick says this week the agency will conduct a preliminary damage assessment of homes and businesses. Now, next week, they will assess damage to public infrastructure. The information will then be turned over to officials to help support a request for a federal disaster declaration. Reporting from Harrisburg, Illinois, I'm Casey Berry for WEIU TV Newswatch. Back to you.
FEMA spokeswoman Hanna Vick says the agency is looking at the magnitude and scope of the damage, uninsured losses, and a community's ability to recover. The agency will survey damage in Gallatin, Massac, Perry, Pulaski, Randolph, Saline, Union, and Williamson counties.